started. So, hi everybody, welcome to Strahd. Oh boy, streamed on YouTube for the first time totally ever. Yay, totally never been on anything else before. I'm sorry I overslept everybody. But so who wants to do recap specifically for the people that had to bounce at the end of the last session?
Alright, I got it.
Brutalite
I
was
got
here
it.
on time. Oh no.
Okay, I got it.
Alright. What? Give us the
Okay,
recap, my boy.
okay. We looked around town. We met a were-raven. I forgot her name exactly, but we end up learning more about the were-raven conspiracy, which is cool as shit.
Mm-hmm.
She told us about Baba Sol, how she was basically attacking people within Barovia in the name of Strahd. And we set up a plan to get the drop on her. My plan, by the way, because I'm awesome.
Yeah.
Fuck y'all. And unfortunately, with that plan, I had to be the bait. I literally put myself in danger.
You
Luckily,
did an excellent job of
Bromir,
it.
Hey man, welcome to the
Bromir
life
came
of the
with me.
bard.
Luckily, Bromir came with me, yeah, because holy shit, if things would have went down, I would have died. But we got the jump on her. We beat the shit out of her. Luckily, before the tree could have woke up,
Mm-hmm.
and we got the fucking seed. Yay, seed number 2. And
Pinecone.
then we talked to the ghost. The ghost was like the mayor of the town, right?
Yes, former mayor of the town. Yes.
Yeah, and he told us that his daughter was the reincarnation of Strahd's long lost love. And before Strahd could have took her, they killed her, I think.
He was turning her into a vampire. And they were like,
Yeah,
nah, we're not going to allow that. Instead, we're just going to kill her.
Yep. As you
yeah,
do.
That
yeah,
seems like excellent fatherly spirit.
yeah. And he gave us a clue just in case when we do see a reincarnation that she loves to play along the riverside and mess with flowers.
Mm-hmm.
And sings too, right?
Sorry, what?
And she sings too, right?
No, that's not a thing. At least I don't think I said that. At least.
Okay, well, plays along the riverside and mess with the flower. And we got a and Cersus can turn into a rare were-raven. Ugh, I can't fucking say that.
Were Raven.
Damn you, stutter. Were-raven.
You got bit?
No, it's a thing for
The god.
Yeah, it's the Raven God blessed him. Now he can adopt. So now he can adopt a were Raven form at will.
Yeah,
I didn't know
basically
there were any other gods except for Strahd.
play- the pla-
Cool.
the place where the young lady Winshaw was hiding those standing stones, it was the sacred place for the Raven God. So I meditated there while you were resting, and yeah, I got an epiphany of sorts. And now I am a were-raven from time to time.
Aha.
Now you got your official were-raven card. You can use it to say any were-raven slurs.
Since she's only since she's only only a temporary were-raven, does that mean that they aren't blocked by running water, as Strahd did to fuck with the were-ravens?
Yeah, so basically it only counts as a wild shape for Cersus. Cersus isn't a true were Raven, but the Raven God blessed Cersus so that he could use it as his wild shape. So
I would like to consider myself as an honorary
yeah, that's basically it. It's like you're not aware, you haven't been properly blessed by the Raven God to have proper were Raven lycanthropy, but like you go like the honorary, like in case of riot, this man is a were Raven kind of thing.
Now I'm just thinking
The
that the
lawful
were-raven...
evil Strahd is going to be pissed that you found a loophole.
Yeah, Now I'm starting to think the Rare Raven God is sounding like the Jim Crow from fucking uh what's the damn Disney movie with the elephant?
Dumbo.
Yeah, the fucking crows from Dumbo.
I mean, if he ever shows up, I can make him sound like that if you want. Damn right. Mm-mm.
Oh god.
Oh god.
Remember when Ego Raptors just said racist shit? I remember.
The good old days. When
Like honestly, I'd rather him at least be honest. Like, my dude, you're a bad person. Stop pretending. Okay. So I'd say that's a pretty good recap right there. I have no fucking idea why the chat is broken, but it is, so we're going to just have to deal with that. So
and the bot is broken.
yeah, we're using Futaba, not Monica.
Damn.
Just type F play and then, well, I'm dealing with the music, so I'll deal with it. Hey, you get ancient secrets. You get to choose two. Immediately re-roll a d20 you just rolled. Immediately deal 2d6 necrotic damage to a creature you can see. Recover 2d6 hit points. So when you play it, you can pick two of those. Or wait, why? What? You grabbed it. You grabbed it. Okay.
Yeah. Now I'm just. What was it again? Sorry about that.
Hang on. You just drag it onto your player image.
God damn it.
You want me to do it?
So
I have to do it slowly.
gotta love Roll20. When you search cleric spells, they give you a cleric spell list, and I'm like, oh, okay, good. I can just drag them from there, or well, even if I can't drag them, at least search from that list to fill up my sheets. Half the spells they gave me weren't on the cleric spell list in the player handbook.
Isaiah, can you stop moving the card?
Yeah, because it's not working for me.
It's not working for me either. What the fuck? Hang on.
Now it's under you.
Yep. I'm giving it to you with a trade. You see it?
Yes, I accept your trade.
Yeah. So don't drag the cards. Don't take the cards from the deck until let me give them to you. Okay. So
Okay, I can read it now.
I would assume that you guys are done with Berez now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be assuming you're right.
Yeah, because we didn't
Right.
find anything.
So. Boop, 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 boop. Let's just move the map down to where one was. All right. So there's where you guys are at. So you guys are going back to the Wizard of the Wines, yes?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
That would seem to be the case.
Let's get some music going here.
Give them birds back their little pine cones.
Then that'd be 2 out of 3. We still need to find the third one.
But they don't know where the third one is, so just basically
Yeah.
they only need 2 of them to make the winery work. But the third one would be nice to have.
But we get the reward, yes?
Yeah, you get the reward, yes.
Nice.
Oh, but by the way, when you all wake up in the morning, Cersis is now green again, and is using some tune while he's preparing the food for you.
Okay, I'm gonna have to turn the music down. I had no clue what you said. Can you say that again?
Yeah, Cersis. When you all wake up in the morning, you see that Cersis is now green again, as he was at the beginning of our journey, and he's musing some tune to himself while he's preparing the food for you all.
To which season is racist season?
Yeah, I don't know. Alicia's just looking at him going like, huh, I guess the cone just like makes him green now?
Is Cersei going to correct them on what's going on or not?
I'm not paying particular attention. I'm internally quite happy now, considering all the deeds we did in the past day. So yeah, I'm just happy-go-lucky now.
Alright,
Hey,
he's...
Cersus, you got any green on you? Okay, I apologize. That was bad.
Yeah, that
Nah.
was. Go to jail now, please.
I'll buy it
Are
for
we-
20 copper.
Are we back at the wagon?
Yes, you're back. You've gone back to the wagon, and you're heading back to the winery. I just wanted to make sure you guys knew what you're doing. So, let's see. To get back to the winery, it was going to take. See, this is how you know I overslept, because I don't have any of my fucking resources open.
I believe last time we traveled from the winery to here in about 13 hours, but there were
I
a couple
thought
of
it was
stops.
like 18.
Oh, my mistake.
I know, I don't know, I'm just guessing.
Alright, hang on. Let's see. I have the map with travel times right here. Okay, so you were at the you were at Perez, so 4.5, 3.5, 8, 9, 10, 11, 11.5. Yeah, so basically it takes 12 hours. So if you guys are leaving at like 8 a.m., you're getting back at like 8 p.m.
So yeah, we probably slept somewhere.
Yeah, so you guys probably took a camp somewhere. If you want to tell me where on the map you want to do it. Like I said, it takes...
I mean, we could have just slept in the weird thing that prevents people from spying on you while Cersei was meditating.
Or since I have my new spell, we could say we use that.
Yeah, or we could not waste a spell.
I mean, last 8 hours, it's... Okay, so... Alright. So by the time you get back to the Wizard of the Wines, 12 hours, you guys aren't gonna need to take a nap, like, in the midday, are you? Like, last I checked?
I mean...
Well, if we're leaving at 8 a.m., we'll get there at 8 p.m.
Yeah. That just means, like, another rest, but hey, guess what? Random encounters are a thing in this video game.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I don't remember exactly what hour we got to Beraz. So clearing out the area, looting around, and then hanging out with Mr. Ghost.
Yeah.
And then we would leave. I don't know exactly when that would be, but like once night falls, we probably went to sleep, set up guards.
Yeah. I'm just gonna assume I'm gonna assume that between sessions, like it basically because it was nighttime at the end of the session, so Ooh, one off. Okay, so I need to roll a d. So 12 hours. I need to roll a d20 quite a few times. I'm just gonna do it through Roll20. Roll. As nice as it is to just roll my own dice. Let's see. Oh hey! Oh, that's fun. All right.
What?
So the pathway to the Wizard of the Wines is fairly clear. You guys head on up. You go past the Wizard Tower, all that, and then you get right here when you get jumped by something. Let's see what it is. It is still daytime by this point, though the sun is starting to go down. So let's roll. Let's roll our d12. Oh shit! Almost dropped my fucking dice. D12 plus. Where's my D8? Oh, there it is. Okay, so 11 plus 6. Oh boy, this one sounds fun. All right. So as you guys roll up to this, once again you come around this little bend here, and there's something hanging from the street sign that wasn't there when you left. It is a corpse.
Oh.
Can we see if we
Who
recognize
knows?
it?
It's all hangy.
So the corpse appears to be a Barovian child that has been hung from this lamppost with the word witch carved into her forehead. Seems like someone at a nearby town wants to send a message.
That's on whole new levels of fucked.
Yeah.
Can we look around for any tracks to see which way that people could have came from?
You may. Give me a perception, investigation check. Sorry.
I'm not very good with investigation.
Anyone can.
Okay.
Cersis, you specifically can make a nature or religion check, whichever one is higher.
Mm-hmm.
So
Also, now I get a +1 because I keep forgetting I'm jack of all trades.
Remind me after the stream, and I will set expertise for you once I check it. Okay, so Cersis.
Yeah. Sorry, just gonna make an investigation. I want to make sure if I had advantage or not.
No, there's no advantage. But
Curious line, that's why.
You don't really need it. Honestly, it was only a 15. So Sting, looking around, you find tracks that head off to the west, and they appear to go over to the village of Kresk. Whoever this kid is, whoever killed her is at least from there. Cersis, as you are standing there doing horse things, you sense a slight tingle of druidic magic around this child. She may not have been a witch, but you get the feeling that she was some flavor of druidic. She might have even been a were-raven, for all you know.
Oh my. I shapeshift into my labyrinth form and get closer to the sign and say that I'm sensing some druidic energy from this child. Possibly it was either were-raven. Maybe we should take him back with us.
It's a her, so it's a girl.
To the wizard.
Yeah.
Maybe we should take her with us to Wizard of the Wines.
Well,
maybe
first, I'm gonna do something. Give me 10 minutes.
Sure.
Zalicia will do a ritual
Can we cut her down?
to gentle repose the body. Then we can cut it down and bring it with us.
I'm gonna cut her down.
I just want to make sure that if we cut her down, some sort of undead ghost thingy attacks us. So
that's understandable. All right, so you cut the girl down, and you find like around her neck a small necklace in the shape of a raven's claw. Appears that she was more than likely just a were-raven. Ironically, hung up near the Raven River. Oh boy.
Yeah, I noticed it.
Well, I guess we're gonna have to bring her back to her family.
That's
Yes,
if
we have
the
all
family
footage.
wanted her.
Kind of surprised they got her though. I mean, you'd think the Ravens would all stick together.
Alright, so she is from Kresk, not the Wizard of the Wine, so no, I don't want to do that. But
Yeah, wasn't Was that Kresk or Valaki that the woman said we would find help if we
Valaki,
went there?
she said.
Valaki.
Okay.
Okay, so you should head down towards the Wizard of the Wines. It's starting to get, I'm gonna say this is a nighttime encounter, just because it'd be fun. You haven't had one yet. Let's see. Oh, goddamn it. D12 and D8. 7, 8. Okay. Ooh, fun.
I hate when you say that.
As you pass down through the forest path that leads to the Wizard of the Wines, the mist starts to grow thicker, just a little bit, makes it just a little harder to see. But you start hearing hoof falls behind you, as if somebody is riding towards you at great speed.
Uh-oh.
How?
I mean, move.
Alright. Urge Cersus to go faster.
I'm going faster.
Alright, so as you move faster, through the mist behind you comes a skeletal warhorse and rider, both clad in ruined chainmail. The skeleton rider holds up a rusted lantern that sheds no light, but he seems to be moving through no problems.
Oh, fun. What the
Does
fuck
it
is
look
this?
like? Does it look like it's coming after us, or is it just behind us?
It's just behind you at the moment. Actually,
Alright.
you know what? Alicia, you know what? Since your domain is death, give me a insight check with advantage.
Okay. Insight. Ooh, that's a good one.
Oh fuck! Okay, that was much higher than I was expecting. Fuck, I thought I'd be taking it easy on you. He's like, I'll give her like a 16. But okay. So thanks to your insight over the domain of death, and also the fact that you've got two spirits of Barovia fucking attached to your soul, you notice that this guy appears to not even be cognizant of the world around him. He appears to be repeating the same thing that got him killed in the first place. As you ride along, staying just ahead of him with the wagon, eventually the mists thicken around him and he disintegrates back to dust. Appears he tried to escape Barovia by just charging through the mists. It didn't end well.
And he's still riding through the mist.
Exactly, he's stuck in a loop.
Hmm. Oh.
Well, I mean,
That
now we
poor
know what
Strahd.
not to do to try and escape Barovia.
Yep.
Or Barovia, or whatever it is.
And that was, and fuck it, you guys, God, you guys are lucky the book says, hey, only two random encounters every 24 hours, because you rolled random encounters, let's see, counting for the night shift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You rolled fucking 5 random encounters.
Yeah, I saw the 20s. I was like, holy shit.
Yeah. During the day you need 18 or above. During the night it's fucking, I think it's like 15 or above, I think.
I
Well,
imagine
then.
that would just because like there can be like fighting random encounters.
Yeah, that's literally it. I was fully expecting some, but you guys pull up to the Wizard of the Wine as like the sun like just finally goes below the horizon properly. It's 8 p.m. It's getting pretty dark, and as you pull up, you notice that there is a wagon pulled up to the wagon of the wines other than yours, just kind of like nestled in the like front area, and you hear a lute playing. Someone is playing some music, and they also appear to be singing. You guys want to listen in as you pull up, or are you just going to ignore it?
I love the music. I want to see who's the player.
Listen in for sure.
Alright, as you guys pull into the Wizard of the Wines, you can't see who it is because the wagon is facing away from you, but you can hear their singing. And it seems to be a very, very specific song. Into Barovia, into the mist, come heroes, liberty's fist. The devil, he lusts for a rose that he trusts. Beware, beware, Ravenloft's curse. For blood of our heroes, for that it does thirst. Take up your arms and lay him to rest. Fall not for his charms, and by the rose is he best. I'll type that in chat if you guys need it, 'cause I know my singing's fucking awful.
Actually,
Everyone,
it sounds
please
fairly good.
Yeah, please subscribe and join, and also join him on Patreon so he can make more covers of weird songs.
It's not a cover. I wrote that because I'm afraid you guys are too stupid to actually figure out the plot. So hey, I gave you a song.
I mean, I wouldn't
Well, fuck you
disbelieve
too.
that.
Well, fuck you too.
Let me just.
Was the singer male or
It's
female?
Bar, keep it in your pants.
Hey. No.
She's got a very manly singing voice.
Shut up.
She sings in a lot of falsettos, like a dude.
A manly voice with a what was it? Is that the little Irish I was hearing in the background there? I'm not exactly sure.
Yeah, because I can't do fucking Eastern European accents.
At least you can do accents.
Well, if it's only one, is that still accents?
It's still better than I do. Then again, mostly because English is not my first language, I guess.
What's your first language?
French.
Ah,
Oh.
yes, the fake language.
Hey. I'm Creole, so.
I'm sorry. I'm just remembering that half of your language of English comes from a French word that you guys were not capable of pronouncing.
Hey, I can pronounce French words. Mainly because I lived literally in one of the few states that had French as a first language. Actually, the only state that had French as a first language.
You see, the big funny for me is because I can make fun of Nas a bit, because Nas is a big British boy. He likes his British Empire, but he forgot the British Empire got invaded by Normans.
I'm just reminded of.
And we replaced his language.
No, shut up. Not gonna lie though, I like the bit because I saw like a post on Twitter yesterday and it was like, oh, if you're bisexual, does that mean there's only two genders? And the reply was, if you're bilingual, does that mean there's only two languages? And I wanted to tweet so badly, oh yeah, there's English and the languages that won't exist when we're done. Like, but you're not, but like it fucking was posted by a blue check mark, so you know that wouldn't go over well.
Yeah.
America, fuck yeah.
Okay, so there's your there's the song. Take notes of it if you will, because hey, guess what? You know how specific it is? For a reason.
Alright, I'll screenshot it then.
Here's
make
the
this
DM
happy.
here's the DM saying, here's something you're gonna need.
Notes taken.
Nas, I don't even know why you didn't just create a handout for that.
Because I wrote it before two sessions ago, because I was expecting you guys to be done with Berez 2 sessions ago. It's written in my fucking big leather-bound DM notes book.
Yeah, I mean, like, you can make a handout and just.
I will do it later. Alright.
So we're approaching the wagon.
If you guys are approaching the wagon, then that's good.
Oh shit, I'm kind of noticing the lyrics.
Alright, so as you pull up, let's see, is there a... Here we go. As you pull up to the wagon, you notice that there's a woman sitting on the steps, holding with a lute, and she's singing that song and like some other like songs that are from Barovia or like belong to the Vistani, you know. And she's sitting there. She's got an axe on her hip and a rapier, and a very prominent wooden prosthetic leg. Everyone say hi to Ezmerelda, my favorite character.
Oh wow.
Should I ask where the what's the word for that in English? I'm gonna need the translation there.
I asked if I can play right next to her.
Ezmerelda will look up as you approach, and she'll put her loot down, and she's like, "Ah, heroes, or alleged heroes, according to the Wizards of the Wines. You may play, but first, I would like to have a quick discussion with you."
Sure. I mean, we kind of wanted to bring this child back to people. Okay.
Yeah.
Conversation
can wait.
She'll peer over. She'll be like, "Ah, very well. Come back at your own time. I'm not going anywhere. It's a little hard to move sometimes, you know, especially when it's very misty." She'll tap her leg, and you'll just hear dunk dunk. Do you guys mind if I just theater of the mind this whole Wizard of the Wine shit? Because there's no reason to just put the map back up.
Yeah, that's fine.
So as you guys approach the Wizard of the Wines, you park up the wagon and all that, and you head in, and it appears that the winery is back at full blast. You know, they're using the power of that. They're probably stressing out one pine cone fucking out like a motherfucker as they're, you know, you can hear like the things going. You can see smoke coming out of the little smokestack as they're cooking shit. And the were ravens are just moving all around. But you do see Davian step out to meet you, and he'll wave, and he looks fairly happy, like, "Adventurers, hey, how you doing?"
Almost died. How are you?
Cerseus pulls out the second pine cone from his backpack, as he was the one who took it, and approaches Devin to hang it over.
He'll let out like a happy gasp, and he'll take the pine cone. And he looks very excited. He looks like this man is like old as fuck, and he looks like a kid that you just gave candy to. He'll turn and say, "Thank you, adventurers. You have no idea how much this saves us. I wish we had the third one, but we started with 2. Given 100 years, we could probably make another one. So, you know what? You've saved the winery. You could find the third one, I'd appreciate it, but if you don't find it before you deal with whatever brought you to Barovia, you don't need to worry." And he'll toss the pinecone over his head, and a raven will just swoop down and just grab it and fly it off. Sorry.
We sort of found what we think is one of your kin on the side of the road.
He'll cock his head, and he'll ask, like, "Can I see it?"
Yes.
Yeah, she's back here.
So the old man will move up to the back of the wagon, and he'll wait for you to pull her out, because he's too old to be climbing in the back of wagons.
Yeah, I'll pull her out.
Like, as you pull her out, he'll gasp, and he'll fall back, or just fall, like, flat on his ass. He looks very, very distressed. "Martha."
That's her
We
name?
think someone in Crest did it.
He'll let out a sigh, and he'll say, "Well, her name was Martha when I knew her." He'll go up, and he'll take the crow talisman from her, and he'll say, "Tell me, how much do you know about how the afterlife works in Barovia?"
Too little.
From what I've been hearing, people keep getting reincarnated.
And people are trapped here.
He'll nod, and he'll say, when someone dies in Barovia, there's people only come and only go when Strahd allows it, and that includes souls. So when you die, your soul cannot leave, and when you're born, no soul can come in to inhabit your body. As a result, we've got a limited number of souls, and we've just been recycling them for thousands of years. This used to be my wife, and we were hoping she'd be able to make her way over to us someday, but appears I have to wait even longer before I can see her again. And like this is like a girl who was like 12 when she died, but like very clearly he's like the guy's not far from death himself. Like it seems like he's just. But sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
I am hearing Kitty.
Yeah, she's being a little shit.
I mean, don't cats usually do that?
But okay, so
She is being cat.
one of you guys were saying something?
Well,
I was gonna ask him. So, do all the were ravens remember who they were?
He'll explain, like, not at first. Usually, by the time we reach about 8 years old, most people in Barovia have vague memories of who they were. And, well, we're ravens. We can be literally anywhere. So when one of us dies, we spend time a few years on, looking around and seeing if anybody's demonstrating traits similar to our previous selves. So, for example, Martha really liked to sing. And she really liked a specific tune. When it was 8 years after her death, we sent out our ravens and we listened for anybody who would be singing that tune that wouldn't know it and also would match the age bracket. Then we give them something from their past life and see if they attach to it. He'll lift up the small like Ravenclaw necklace and he'll say, "Martha's grandmother made this, and she treasured it." When she connected to the necklace, she most likely remembered her entire past life, as well as her rare raven blessing, and that's probably where they came up with this idea. And he'll point to the words carved in her head.
so I don't understand. If your people have been basically stuck here, like reincarnating over and over and over, wouldn't like people be aware of what's going on?
You'd think, but the soulless far outnumber the souled.
I'm sorry, the
so
soulless.
Have you ever? I don't know if any of you have gone into any Barovian town proper, but when you do, keep an eye out. There's some people that are bright and animated and, feel like people, but there's some that you talk to, and there's just nothing behind their eyes. And that's because they were born when no souls were available.
Jesus Christ. So y'all really are a conspiracy at this point.
He'll shrug and he'll say, "Aye, but those people, they exist, they have hopes and dreams and all that, but they're not quite as alive as everyone else. Hang on, let me. Oh, sorry, still waking up. For example, if one of us would be allowed to leave through the mist, we could leave and go back to Faerun and have a wonderful time by ourselves. If one of them was made to leave, to them it's the greatest punishment Strahd could ever do. Because not only do they die when they leave, there's nothing left of them at all. Because they have no soul, they cannot exist outside of Barovia.
Huh.
This is depressing.
Welcome to Barovia.
I need another drink to black.
So he'll
Yeah, this place is just bad.
So he'll take the body and he'll take the necklace and he'll wander off. "Thank you, heroes. I'll get your payment ready and I'll meet you later." And you just take the body off to the back, presumably to bury it. Do you guys remember what he fucking promised you as a reward? Because I can't actually find it in my notes.
I believe he promised us money.
It was the money we found that someone decided to steal.
Oh, okay, that's what it was. Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. So he'll return to you, after a while, and he'll give you 50 gold pieces and 350 silver pieces.
To divide it between the party or each? I presume to divide it between the party.
But yeah, divided between the party.
Okay.
What happened to the Electrum?
Fucking no one uses Electrum.
It
How
was
much was it? It
Electrum.
was 50 gold pieces?
50 gold pieces and 350 silver pieces.
350?
350 silver pieces, yes.
Okay.
So you just get damn it, I can't math right now.
Well,
So we
thanks,
didn't-
old man. But could you spring in a little, like 2-3 barrels of wine extra for our hard work?
He's gonna cock his head and be like, "You haven't drunken the ones in the back of the wagon."
Yeah, but they will be drunk eventually, so, you know?
Well, then we'll come back and buy it. Just drink whatever you have now.
Okay, so
Drunken.
Could we at least get a discount on future barrels we will purchase?
fucking Cersei.
You alcoholics kind of really need to stop.
Yeah, please actually stop.
No.
Okay. So for the 50 gold pieces divided by 6, so that's rounds out to about 8 gold and 8 gold, 3 silver each, and 350 divided by 6, and 350 silver rounds out to 58 silver and 3 copper each. You guys got that?
I am rich. I'm
Yeah.
rich as shit.
All right. Okay. So they head off. You know, like you imagine they're probably doing the funeral rites sort of thing. Like the entire activity at the winery seems to just dead ass, just straight up stop. And you hear, someone's playing the bagpipes in the background. You know, they're doing a funerary rite. And the woman at the caravan still, you know, she's not playing, she's watching, and she seems just, you know, giving them a moment of silence and kind of waiting for you guys to show up.
Well, might as well get that over with. And
Yeah, I
go
guess.
talk to Ezmerelda.
I swear, if we've had a hunchback, I'm leaving around.
No. Okay, so Ezmerelda, who hasn't introduced herself to you yet, she'll smile as you approach. She'll, well, adventurers, you did a good thing there. That's the 3rd wife he's lost. She keeps reincarnating in places that are not exactly the most habitable. I imagine Strahd's probably to blame for that one.
You'd think Strahd would want to keep him happy, considering he's the only one who makes wine here.
Strahd thinks it's funny, I imagine, the bastard. Like, so she'll shake her head and she'll say, well, I can at least figure out that one's name. I found out Martha's name before she got killed, and Angelica before it. At least he got to spend a little bit of time with her. But she'll shake her head. She'll say, anyway, my name's Ezmerelda Avenir. I'm a Vistana and a vampire hunter, depending on who you ask. Who are you?
My name is Sting. Apparently, I'm over several hundred years old because I'm from a long time. From a long time that has passed.
She'll nod softly and be like, I thought I recognized that polearm on your back. Thought it was missing for a while, but that explains it if you've been stuck in here.
Yeah, sucks.
I'm Leah, Freeleaf.
She'll nod and she'll shake your hand, and rest of you could just rapid fire introductions. It's mostly just so she knows who you are.
Yeah, Melissa will present herself, no problem.
Yeah, I'm Kudrik Strongstone. Pleasure to meet you.
I'm
I'm
Bromir,
Cersei
son of
Stowing.
Bro.
Oh, sorry, Bromir, go ahead.
He got it. He got it. He said he's Bromir, son of Bro. He's got you, Chief.
A
Yeah,
resident distraction.
My name is Cersei Stonewind. I am from Feywild. I arrived here recently, and I'm trailing off, so do not pay too much attention to my antics.
They talk a lot.
He's a resident
lot.
horse.
As Ezmerelda will nod and she'll say, "Well, it's good to meet you." And she'll stand, and she's a little wobbly on her prosthetic leg, but she'll get her balance fairly quickly. It seems she's pretty used to having it. And she'll say, "Well, I'm glad I met you, heroes. I honestly, I've been at the Mage Tower near Valaki waiting for you, but I assumed you'd gotten lost on the way. And then I heard that the winery was up and running, so, you know, it's not hard to put two and two together."
Yeah, sorry about that. We had to deal with a Baba Soul situation.
Why were you waiting at a place we knew nothing about for us?
You're not the first adventurers I've seen. Time moves very strangely in Ravenloft. For me, you've been here for about 6 months. For you, it's probably been a couple days at most.
That's weird. That doesn't make sense.
Well, if it had been several hundred years, he should be dead. But for him, it's probably been a couple months as well. And she'll point at Sting.
Yeah, but like, I guess if he had been like stuck in that weird limbo place, yeah. But like that would mean that he experienced his own time in some way.
She'll
Or
shake her head and she'll just say, "I don't know the precise mechanics of it, but it's if you haven't been somewhere already, if you don't have a concept of it in your mind, the time you arrive could be very different than the time you've left. The first time I traveled to Valaki, I arrived 3 years before I arrived in Barovia."
How long ago was that approximately?
What in the hells?
She'll shrug. "You lose track of time. Not sure. All that matters is that Strahd dies and this place is freed."
Yeah, okay then, I guess.
Oh,
I'm tapping
speaking
the
of
blood
the-
spear with my fingers and say, "Yeah, looking forward to that."
Speaking of he who creeps, don't we have to go see him or something?
Gesundheit.
She'll squint. She'll say, "What do you mean?"
He gave us
He
an
invited us for tea and cakes.
So she'll
Dwarves didn't drink tea.
she'll like have like a glint come to her eye. She'll say, "Well, you know what? That could work to our advantage. When you're doing that, I'm gonna see if I can sneak into the castle and see if we can get all of us out of here." And she'll step up to the wagon and she'll open the door. "Please come inside. Come inside. We have something to discuss."
Sure.
Sure,
So-
fancy wagon.
So she'll lead you into the wagon, and it's fairly big, but it's also extremely cluttered. It's full of stuff that looks fairly valuable, but most of it is vampire hunting tools. Though on the far back wall, you see the head of a werewolf mounted and stuffed on the wall, like a hunting trophy.
Gnarly.
So she'll move in and she'll take a seat behind a table, and there'll be a deck of cards in front of her. She'll motion for you guys to gather around the table. There's like stools and stuff.
I'll say we'll sit around. Are you sure your name is not Van Helsing?
Do you mean Van Richten? Because that was my mentor, but
Man, they're lazy. They could have totally went for a Van Helsing there.
it's Van Richten. Yeah. So she's going to pull the cards out. She's going to start shuffling, and she'll say, Strahd's realm holds fast to some very strange rules. Have you ever heard of Taraka?
Nope.
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 I think there was.
It's basically tarot, so
No.
Yeah, I often see people using it to con people out of money back home.
She'll nod and she'll say, "Aye, but Strahd has a strange connection with the Vistani, the creators of the art, and as a result, whenever a Vistani gives a Tarot reading, it usually turns out to be true, and it's something that not even Strahd has control over."
That
Hey, let me guess. That means you're Vishtani then?
Aye, it's
she
probably
said so.
yeah. She'll say, "Aye, it's probably the only good thing that's ever come of being a Vistani." Um, and she seems to be a little bitter about that, but she'll say, "There's a Vistani camp in Barovia, and there is a seer there, but Madame Eva is not exactly on side, if you know what I mean.
Oof.
Madame Eva would pretend to be on your side, pretend to take you against Strahd. She'll give you a reading, yes, and things will be where she says they are, but she'll also tell Strahd exactly what her reading was.
Oh, she's a bitch.
She's his sister, actually. Well, half
Oh,
sister.
oh, she's still a bitch.
Is
So
she a vampire as well?
no, she's just a Vistani. But
I'm gonna move subtly away from Sting as he insults the god's sister.
so she's shuffling the cards. She's going to explain. So in this realm, I have discovered that there are 3 artifacts that can harm Strahd and bring him ruin. None that can kill him permanently. That would be what that song is for. If you can figure that out. Pardon me. The Tome of Strahd, the holy symbol of Ravenkind, and the Sun Sword. No, at least that's what I know them. That's how I know them. In addition, there should be at least one person in Barovia that's had enough of Strahd's shit, and I've heard plenty of leads on who they may be, but who they actually are, I don't know. And finally, this one will be useful for me. Strahd in his castle usually has a place he haunts. Usually, it changes depending on the month, but usually it's a good place to find him and kill him. So that last one's most likely gonna be for me. But in case I fail, it'll come in handy for you at least. So she's going to lay out some cards on the table. Give me just a moment. I'm going to...
Potentially, this one was her deck of many things, and we all died.
No. God, why is the list of maps so goddamn long? Jesus. Alright, so here is the Taraka dealing deck. The dealing table. Oh boy. Alright, so she's going to flip the first card for the Tome of Strahd. The Torturer. Oh boy. So let's see what the Torturer is real quick. Okay. So her eyes will glaze over as she's looking at the... Where the fuck did who muted the bot? If you're gonna mute the bot, like fucking personal mute it at the very least. Okay, so as she flips over the card, her eyes glaze over as she activates her fucking Vistani fucking bloodline technique, I guess. And she'll say in a vaguely distant voice, "There's a town where all is not well. There you will find a house of corruption, and within, a dark room of still ghosts." She'll, eyes still glazed over, she'll flip the second card. The Avenger. That is the second card, right? Yes. The treasure lies in a dragon's house, in hands once clean and now corrupted. And then she'll flip the third card. The monk. The treasure you seek is hidden behind the sun, in the house of a saint. And then she's going to flip the fourth card. The dungeon. And this one is Strahd's enemy. So search for a troubled young man surrounded by wealth and madness. His home is his prison. And finally, Strahd's location. The Mists. So, upon seeing this one, she appears to get a little bit, concerned. Like, her eyes go wide. They're still, like, glazed over, but, like, there's a panic in her voice. The cards can't see where evil lurks. The mists obscure all. And a gust of wind will blow through and blast the cards into the furnace. And you'll hear, like, a low, rumbling chuckle. Well done, adventurers. And Ezmerelda will just fall backwards and just, like, start gasping, holding her chest.
Alicia will go up to her, like it's going, heal check, something, I don't know. She getting a heart attack?
No, she's clutching her chest. She seems to be mostly just surprised. Like, she'll gasp and be like, well, wasn't expecting him to come at the end there, but at the very least, I'm fairly certain he doesn't know what we know, that we know where everything is. This wagon is warded against Strahd's magic. It's worked against just about every other vampire I've faced, so we should be fine.
Obviously not strong enough.
She'll grab the Mists card from the fire and she'll, thwap it out. Like, it's half burned, but the card's still there. She'll say, This card means that Strahd stopped us. If Strahd had decided that I was not able to do the reading, every single card would be this one. Seeing as they weren't, it seems that Strahd only noticed what we were doing when I actually specifically scried for his location. So, he shouldn't know where the rest of everything is. I hope you guys are taking notes.
Kinda, sorta. I don't have nothing right.
Okay, so she'll toss the card back into the fire and she'll say, at the very least, while we do not know where Strahd's going to be in the castle, or if he's even going to pick a haunt this time, you at least know where to find the weapons that can hurt him, and the person that can help you.
Okay.
Anyone? So, so she's gonna shake her head and she'll say, I do not know when Strahd will call upon you, but I'll be keeping an eye on you. When Strahd takes you to his castle, I'll move in, and we'll see. And I'll see if I can end this early. I've got enough vampire killing equipment here to hunt 1,000 vampires. But Strahd's no normal vampire, as my mentor seems to have figured out.
Where is your mentor anyway?
She'll let out a sigh and rub her forehead and says, for that, I don't know. He came here without me and it didn't return for months. Wherever he is, he's hiding somewhere in Barovia where no one can find him, not even me.
And if he is dead, he probably got reincarnated, so can you tell us, just in case, what his little features are? Like his traits?
Richton's a man of conviction. In a prior life, he probably would have been a man of the cloth, but his hatred of the undead runs deep. His hatred of the undead runs deep. If he has been reincarnated, then he'll likely be in a place where he could hunt down zombies, werewolves, vampires, anything that is a perversion of life. But honestly, I don't think Strahd could actually kill them. Wounded him, sure, but not killed him.
We shall see.
My lady, you certainly have a lot of knowledge about the lands of Barovia. Maybe you can somehow discern and help us with finding the locations that you mentioned in the reading. For example, in one of the cards you mentioned that something about the treasure line in a dragon's house. Are there any particular sites that are associated with dragons in Barovia?
She's gonna think for a moment, and she'll say, "Well, I don't know specifically, but how the fuck do you pronounce this? But Argen Vostholt. That's a. Now, this is just me making a guess here, but back in Faerun, there are legends of an old dragon called Argenvost that disappeared roughly when Strahd brought Barovia out of the main realm. So it's possible that he wound up here, and that Argenvostholt is his home.
Can I do an insight check?
Yeah, you can do an insight check.
Cersus will put out the map from his backpack, immediately find the Argenvostholt's place, because it has quite a nice picture on the map that Davian provided us, and I put a small note there.
Can I roll with advantage since I'm a dragon?
I don't understand how being a dragon helps it, but like either way, she's telling the truth. She's being entirely truthful with you.
Oh no, I'm talking about like the knowledge of the dragon.
Oh, that's not an insight check. That'd be a history check.
History check shit.
And
my
yeah,
bad.
that history check would be with insight is for if someone's lying to you.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah. 18. Oh yeah, okay, so you didn't even need it. So Argenvost is a really old dragon. Like, oh shit. Like a really old dragon. Let's see. Let me actually just pull up the thing and see if I can actually see what information you should know. Okay, so Argenvost was a silver dragon who was a little unpopular with the other dragons for his penchant for basically, as the dragons called it, playing human. He would spend a lot of time with like human nobility, and one day he went to Barovia, like before it got sucked into the demiplane. He went to Barovia to assist a group of knights, and he was never seen after that. As far as the legends go, he was fairly personable and like fairly decent to be around, but like most dragons just didn't like him because he just liked pretending to be a human too much.
I feel for him.
Yeah.
So this one, I don't know this information. Sorry. This is inside Sting's head.
Yeah, this is Sting's knowledge.
I'd like to tell the party the story of Argenvost.
Argenvost, yep. Alicia, do you want to give me a history check because you're a noble?
Yeah, sure. I'm letting the bard do his job. He's got bardic knowledge for a reason.
Yeah. So, Alicia, well, you don't know about any dragon called Argenvost. There is, in Faerun, there's a house Argenvost that claim that they trace their lineage back to a dragon, and like they're a noble family out of fuck, I need to find this town. Give me just a second. I need to figure out what town this is. Because my brain no work.
I mean, it's fair, and there's not that many towns of import, so Neverwinter, Waterdeep.
If Argenvost died here, do you think he would have got reincarnated? Or do you think Vampire would be like, no, you don't
You probably enslave them.
Yeah.
A dragon soul is too powerful.
Okay, so
I
yes,
that's what I told the party.
of course, it's this town. Of course it is. God, it's a silver dragon, huh? House Arkenvoss is a noble family out of Silvery Moon.
Out of
Could have
Silvery
guessed.
Moon. Okay, we're going north. Fucking elves.
Oh. Well, most House Arkenvoss are a noble family that's like a weird, like, amalgam family. There's some elves in the family, some half-elves, humans. Basically any species that dragons like to fuck a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So anything on 2 legs.
Pretty much.
I feel that.
Fucking brutalizing chat. Just like, wait, aren't silver dragons fond of pretending to be human? Yeah. And this guy was weird even for them.
Oh my.
Like,
Argenvoss like to fuck a lot of humans more than usual.
yeah, like Arkenvoss.
Oh, yeah.
Arkenvoss is the guy the fucking like is just wearing his fucking fursuit like 24/7. Like even the other people fucking are like, hang on a minute.
Now, is there any reason stream is on Twitch?
Because Twitch gay. I'm this week all streams are being on YouTube so I can see if it works any better, and so far it's been working fucking a lot fucking better.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
a lot more people gonna watch you on YouTube.
Cerses will rise up his voice once again and ask about the other reading. And you also mentioned that one of the treasures or artifacts is somewhere something about being behind the sun in a house of a saint. Are there any like saintly places, like major cathedrals or churches in Barovia?
She'll think for a moment. I need to think about how best to say this without. Let me actually just find. Okay. Treasure you seek is hidden behind the sun in the house of a saint. So she'll think for a moment and she'll think, like, well, the main saints I can think of is Saint Markovia, who's a saint of the god of sunlight, I think. Honestly, the religions in this area, they're so basically it's religions from like hundreds of years ago. But like they've just permutated and just changed from like isolation, so I'm not really sure, but there's Saint Markovia and there's like a couple of other ones.
I scan my Cerses scans his eyes through the map and points out the place of Abbey of Saint Markovia and put a small note there. And does this religion not come into odds with Strahd in any way? I thought he would have rooted any kind of religious orders in his lands.
So she'll nod. She'll say, "Well, he usually lets the religious crazies do what they want, so long as they're scared of him. Usually lets them be. Saint Markovia, especially. If I remember right, I think that the people of Kresk have her as their patron saint. And they've like basically gone full isolation, but so long as they're afraid of Strahd and they entertain him when he sends the werewolves to attack their walls, he usually leaves them alone."
That's perfect. We're going after a child killer in Kresk anyway.
She'll nod. She'll like, well, good luck with that one. Is there any other things you had a question about?
So the enemy of Strahd, is it the house itself or someone within his realm? I mean, within his circle?
You know, she mentioned it was a house of ghosts, and I'm just there thinking, are you talking about the one we started in?
No, I'm just gonna say no. She's not talking about the Death House.
I mean...
She's not talking about the Death House.
Yeah, the first reading mentioned that a house of corruption. Does any particular place, or I don't know, have this kind of reputation in the lands of Barovia?
We could ask the Were-Ravens. They would
Possibly.
probably know a decent amount. What with being the bourgeoisie and all.
So she'll think for a moment and she'll say, well, now I don't know enough about the place, and I'm gonna be honest, this might just be a bit biased because they're not exactly fond of Vistani, but the burgomaster of Vallaki, I'd say, is pretty corrupt. There have been rumors of him taking bribes for a long time, so maybe it's got something to do with him.
I'm sorry, did I hear you wrong, or did you say burgermaster?
Burgomaster. It's like an Eastern European version of mayor.
Oh, Burgermeister.
Because the burgs were towns.
Yeah.
The town's best village.
Okay.
No, he is not the master of all burgers, so you can go.
I'm sorry,
go there
that's
and ask
the
for a double.
immediate things that I thought in my head.
I mean, he could be the master of burgers. You don't know.
Look, if we go there and we ask for double Whopper, like, what the fuck he's gonna do?
Whopper no onion. All right. So,
Number 2s, a number 5.
so any other questions or?
She mentioned about potential ally that we can find in the reading of the cut called Dungeon. Troubled young man surrounded by wealth and madness. What are the wealthy families that she's aware of in Barovia aside from the burgomaster of Vallaki?
So she's going to think for a moment. She'll say, well, wealth is usually a strange thing here. Like, I don't know if you've noticed, probably not if you haven't been to a town, but prices for things are fairly high since, like, there's no real money coming in or coming out. The only new coin that enters is brought in by the Vistani. Usually the richest people are the burgomasters or the occasional wizard. But I don't think any wizards have any children.
Of course, they're wizards.
Well, yeah, they have to reach age 30 before their powers get to the max level. Like, come on now.
Big oof.
So for that one, we're probably best asking the Were-Ravens.
Yeah, possibly.
But most likely.
Anastasia mentioned that they got additional people and informers in Vallaki, for example. Most likely they have some people in other places as well.
Nope.
Someone died?
No, that was Futaba dying. Because I forgot to make her loop.
How could you?
That's fine. But yeah, so that's it. So she's explained the cards as best she can.
Mm-hmm. It was very informative.
So she'll nod. She'll say, anything else you need?
No. How can we reach out to you when we make progress in finding these artifacts, and when we'll be ready to go into the castle? Where can we find you?
So she'll hand you a small stone with a button in the middle. Those of you that have any knowledge of Arcana will recognize it as a sending stone. You press the button and you speak into it, and so long as the message is less than 20 words, she'll hear it. Thank you for the super chat, Gabe.
I heard you like talkie-walkies.
I mean, that's basically what it is.
One last request, if you don't mind.
Mm-hmm.
Can we have a duet?
She'll smile happily, like, we shall. She'll pull out her fucking lute.
And I pull up my sword and play it like a violin.
You know what? Give me a performance check. Fuck it. Let's go.
Oh, that would be sweet.
Like, I'm assuming you both head outside the thing and you're just doing it like in the thing. You're just doing a duel of the violins.
Fuck! How?
Nerd.
Alright, let's see what Ezmerelda gets. Oh boy, oh jeez, you know what? I'm gonna make it so you can't see this roll, cause let's see what Ezmerelda gets. Fuck's sake, alright. So both of you play. You know, I'm gonna scale it because Ezmerelda is supposed to be a really good bard. So both of you play your heart set. You're doing like a fucking duel of the banjos kind of thing, duel of the violin, whatever the fuck, whatever instrument you want to say as a duel. Yeah, and you are, kicking ass. If anything, like the strength of your playing causes the land to start to come to life a little bit around your feet. And Ezmerelda, but you do come out on top, and Ezmerelda will miss her footing because of her fucking dumbass leg, and she'll accidentally strum the wrong chord on her lute because she lost her balance, and she'll admit that you've won, you played better than her, and she's glad to see that your old age has not dulled your musical talent any.
Yeah. Do I get a spirit?
You know what? Fuck
Fucking
it. Yeah, you can have a
funeral.
spirit point, and you can have a fucking card because Jesus, Ezmerelda rolled a fucking 13. She lost to you by 1, and she got a fucking +8 performance modifier.
I think I felt I had a +6. I was like, son of a bitch.
Just gonna interrupt the funeral to do like a Devil Went Down to Georgia diddle off.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But, hey man, the
My
funeral's
apologies,
probably
but I might have to bow out of this session in a little bit. My brother's got to use this room to do his college courses online.
Ah shit. Alright, do we want to end it early then? Cause
Probably.
yeah. Alright, that's fine.
I mean, I'm having trouble speaking. Like I coughing so bad.
That's fine. It'll be a short session. We'll just go for like another 8 minutes or so. If that's okay with you, Christine.
Should be fine.
All right. Yeah. So Ezmerelda will smile. She'll clap you on the shoulder, and she'll head back into her wagon. And the wagon will just come to life on its own. Like there's no horses or anything pulling it, and she'll gallop off into the woods because she's got somewhere to be. Mm-hmm. So you guys have some locations. If you want to ask the Wizards of the Wine anything, the place is starting to, come to life again. Seems like the funeral is complete.
Yeah. I'd like to ask them basically their take on what they think of the cards, and then compare their answers with her answers and see if we can narrow anything down. Because for 2, she just didn't know anything.
I think we should check out the Abbey of St. Markovia first.
Okay, so you're not meeting Davian this time. You're meeting up with. Fuck it, we'll go. Fuck it, you're meeting Stefania, his adult daughter. Oh boy. So Stefania will roll up, and she's wearing a robe, and it's very clear she's a lot more vain than the others. She's decorated her robe with little silver trinkets and everything. Hi guys, how you doing? Did Madame Ava treat you well? I heard you were playing a really tasty riff. What's going on?
The thing just kicking in.
She gave us some info about where we could find some things that we could potentially fight old fuckbag over there with.
Old
But
fuckbag.
some of the info she didn't really know much about, and we figure since you've got a network of information, you could maybe help shed some light, as it were.
She'll say, well, maybe I could, give you some information. But like us ravens, like we see so much, and we get distracted a little bit. And she'll jingle her sleeve a little bit, and you can see there's some silver hanging off it.
I tossed 2 silver into her sleeve.
She catches the silver, goes like, yes, and puts them in her pocket. Okay, what do you need to know?
Oh god, I can't.
I like Stefania a lot.
If I recall correctly, the guy who can help us is the one that's like surrounded by corruption and power, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Corruption and other bullshit, yes.
Well, we have a lead on a potential ally. He's surrounded by corruption and evil, but he's a part of a powerful family.
So she's gonna think for a moment. She'll say, well, other than Strahd, who doesn't have any children for obvious reasons, but number of wives, and he should probably get that checked out. The only other ones I can think of is the Kreskovs and the Vlakoviches. But that's their name. Yeah, I'll give you one guess what fucking town they're from. The Kreskovs, they only had a daughter left. So, and all the rest of their children are dead. Wait, what?
Was it specified? Was the specified male or female?
It was specified male, yeah. So she's just gonna think.
Okay.
Like the Kreskovs only had a daughter left, and she like died last week because of, I guess, poor hygiene. I don't know. She's been sick for a while. The Vlakoviches are pretty secretive, but I know they've got at least one kid, but no one's seen them outside all that often, so I don't even know what sex they are, let alone what gender.
That sounds like the person we need, because his home is his prison, the card said.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I got somewhere to go.
Alright, so...
And, I mean, we've already got to look into the Burgermeister there.
Yeah, so we have the Abbey of St. Marco.
Markovia.
Markovia, for the sword, right?
Yes, and so there is I think there is a shrine to Markovia somewhere. I don't know where though. And also she's the patron saint of Kresk.
Then we have the something in the Dragon Den.
The Tome of Strahd.
The Tome of Strahd in the Dragon Den. We have the ally that's in the dungeon.
Oh no, wait. Tome of Strahd was in the town where all is not well. There you will find a house of corruption, and something about room full of ghosts, I note say.
Okay, so
yeah.
so one is in a house that's full of ghosts and bullshit, and also corruption or whatever it was. The guy you need to find is probably the Vlakovich's fucking attic or some shit. Who knows? The sword is in a place dedicated to a saint, I guess. And what was the other one I said?
The Dragon's Den.
And the other one was the Dragon's Den.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's probably going to be the holy symbol.
Yeah, I think it is the holy symbol. Yeah, I think Ava basically said it was probably Argus Vault because that's the only dragon she knows about.
And he did like to keep treasures because dragon.
Silver dragon, rich as fuck.
Seeing as you're were ravens and all, do you have any knowledge about some kind of holy symbol of raven kind or something along that?
Let me see if she does.
If the ravens don't know about the Holy Raven relic, I will be surprised.
Yeah, but Stefania is like, she's like, she's ethnically a were-raven, but she doesn't follow their religion. You know what I mean?
She's the cool girl of the family.
She's an atheist Jew.
Basically, yeah. So she's gonna think for a moment and she'll say, like, God, Dad used to tell me about a story of this, like, all the time when I was little. Let's see. So the holy symbol of Ravenkind. So it used to be a symbol of the dominant religion of Barovia before Strahd showed up. And it's honestly why were-ravens exist, because the patron god of Barovia was the Raven God. According to legend, it was delivered to the first were-ravens by the Raven God. Hang on, let me rephrase that. Fuck. Oh, it's phrased really poorly in the book. So it was delivered to like a paladin of the were-ravens called Ludgana by, God, was it a giant raven? Or was it an angel in the form of a giant raven? Whatever, it doesn't matter. So Ludgana used this talisman to hunt down anything that could harm the people of Barovia. So, like, werewolves, vampires, stuff like that. Because you'd be surprised, but apparently were-ravens and werewolves do not get along very well. So the high priests kept it after Ludgana's death, and then when Strahd took over, he took it because he thought it'd be like one of the few things that could hurt him or whatever.
Alright. Thanks.
Yeah.
I'll give her... I don't know how much fucking... I'll give her 2 silver so I can be even.
She takes the silver. She's like, thank you. I should probably say, so it looks kind of like a sun with like red ruby in the middle, but like, like how usually in the sun it's got like the little corona coming out, with like the little like spikes. No, shut up. The spikes are actually raven wings.
Okay.
Fancy.
And she'll wave. She's like, all right, okay. Is there anything else you need?
No, you've been incredibly helpful, thanks.
All right, have a good one. I gotta get back. I think we've got a wine delivery soon, to Vallaki of all places. Ugh, God, Adrian's gonna want me to like write out all the fucking shipping manifests. She's just gonna jump and turn into a raven and fly back into the house.
Maybe we should join her when she will be delivering the wine. We'll both be able to protect her, and 2 out of the 5 readings are most likely located in Vallaki, the potential ally, and the Tome of Strahd.
Yeah, that's
I suppose that seems like a lot.
And also Anastasia mentioned that they have also ravens there that might be of help.
Yeah. So, alright, so now it is fairly late in the day, so if you guys want to just have like a long... I know you guys haven't really done anything, but if you guys want to just long rest it, so then the start of the next session you can start out.
Yeah, sure.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, and seeing as... So I'm sorry we gotta have a short session, like, cause I know I was like fucking like 30, 40 fucking minutes late, and now we gotta end off early, but college for Christine's brother is more important. It was Christine, right?
Yep.
Okay, yeah. So, alright. So let's hope you guys wrote your notes down, and oh boy, I'm wondering how you're gonna handle this ally thing. Because it can go real poorly if you're not prepared when you go into it.
Complete crap.
Oh, because remember, you're in the realm of an omnipotent god, and you're looking for a person that can kill him. Just think about that for a moment.
Yeah, and most likely our
I think it
potential
should be our
ally.
last stop.
Don't know.
Probably.
Alright.
I still want to visit the festival.
Yeah, it might still be going on. Who knows? Depends how long until you get there. But yeah. If anyone's got any questions, let me know. Otherwise, we'll end this off.
Alright.
Not really.
find some cough drops or something.
Yeah, you sound
I'll
like
see
you
y'all
need
later.
it. Jesus.
Yeah, I'll
Alright.
just ask you some questions after the stream.
Alright, well, thanks for coming, everybody, and thanks for those of you that are in the stream. Usually, for those of you that have not seen a D&D stream, usually we go for a little longer than this, maybe like an additional 2 hours. But again, we also don't start at fucking 10:30 a.m. We usually start at just 10 a.m. I just overslept. So, thanks for coming, and we'll see you next week at 10 a.m. on a Sunday. And I'll see you there.